This is TWiT.
Trend Micro got themselves in trouble. They're in the doghouse. Yesterday, in response to a firestorm of controversy which erupted over the weekend, Trend Micro posted under their posting was answers to your questions on our apps in the Mac App Store. They said, quote, they began, quote, reports that Trend Micro is, quote, stealing user data, unquote, and selling them to an unidentified server in China are absolutely false. Then ZDNet, in covering this, their headline starts with Trend Micro says sorry after apps grabbed Mac browser history. The company has now removed a browser history data collection feature from its Mac OS products. Okay, so what happened? We know Trend Micro. They're a well-known security firm. They've apologized after it turns out that, and they've admitted that several of their consumer Mac OS anti-malware products and non-anti-malware utilities were discovered to be capturing the user's browser history data and sending it to a remote server. Turns out the remote server, it's not exactly clear where this China idea came from. Apparently, it's an AWS server based in the U.S. The Trend Micro apps which have been removed include Dr. Cleaner, Dr. Cleaner Pro, Dr. Antivirus, and Dr. Unarchiver. So, you know, Dr. Unarchiver, why is that has anything to do with like snapping browser history? So what Trend Micro explains is, they said, Trend Micro has completed an initial investigation of a privacy concern related to some of its Mac OS consumer products. The results confirm that Dr. Cleaner, Dr. Cleaner Pro, Dr. Antivirus, Dr. Unarchiver, Dr. Battery, and Dr. Oh, I'm sorry, not Dr. Duplicate Finder, just Dr. Duplicate Finder. I guess they didn't get their doctorate on duplicate finding. Collected and uploaded a small snapshot, as this is Trend Micro saying, a small snapshot of the browser history on a one-time basis covering the 24 hours prior to installation. This was a one-time data collection done for security purposes to analyze whether a user had recently encountered adware or other threats and to improve the product and service. Like maybe trying to determine why you were installing Trend? I don't know. Or one of their doctors. Anyway, the potential collection and use of browser history data was explicitly, I love this, was explicitly disclosed in the applicable EULAs and data collection disclosures accepted by users for each product at installation. And then they say, see, for example, the Dr. Cleaner data collection disclosure here, and then a link, which I have in the show notes if anyone's interested. The browser history data was uploaded to a US-based server hosted by AWS and managed and controlled by Trend Micro. Trend Micro is taking customer concerns seriously and has decided to remove this browser collection capability from the products at issue. And of course, why were Dr. Unarchiver and Dr. Battery collecting browser history? And what I really wonder is if those EULAs also made this data disclosure, which they claim was being accepted by users. Anyway, what they've said was, we have learned that browser collection functionality was designed in common across a few of our applications and then deployed the same way for both security-oriented as well as non-security-oriented apps, such as the ones in discussion. This, they say, has been corrected. So, okay, they use some sort of common library. Maybe it was part of the install process. Who knows? Which is why the Dr. Unarchiver and the Dr. Battery were also collecting browser history. Anyway, they've all been booted from the Mac OS store. I imagine they'll get this fixed and then probably come creeping back in and hopefully do a better job in the future. So for what it's worth, if you're wondering where they went, that's where and why. Not a big deal probably, but still it's good that we've got, thank goodness we've got people looking, watching this, catching this behavior. I love that we have an industry full of researchers who are, being third parties who are looking at this stuff, and that we have an environment that doesn't prosecute third parties for saying, I don't think you meant to be doing this on your Battery app.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody in chat is pointing out maybe if the software has doctor in the name, maybe that's a good indication to look elsewhere. Maybe it's making promises that it can't quite hold up to. It's kind of like that. It's also like cleaner. I know on Android there's a bunch of cleaner apps, and oftentimes with those, there's other stuff happening.
They're kind of low end.
Yeah, totally. So anyways, I've never actually known if Trend Micro was like a brand that consumers could actually trust. They were just a brand that was always kind of on my radar, I think, personally.
Yeah.
But
they don't seem like a high-end brand.
I wouldn't say so.